I know that you all are going to have questions. You always do. This is an island. It's not, never hesitant to speak up nor to voice opinions. You have your opportunity today. We're just going to do it at the end, get everything out on the table, and then open it up for questions for as long as you all want to do it. For as long as you all want to do it. For as long as you all want to do it. Speaking of minutes, we have the minutes from our last annual meeting a year ago on December 9th. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of the December 9th, 2023 annual meeting?
Motion.
Second? Second. Okay. Are there any revisions, corrections, or discussions? Craig? Craig, we're going to have a mic, so we have people on Zoom. Nancy, is Nancy in the room, Ashley? Could we, all right, go ahead, Craig. We'll get a mic, but go ahead.
There's a mic right there. Do you want me to?
Yeah, you come on up. Thank you, Ashley.
The revision is that you threatened to remove me with the law enforcement. I'd like that added when we ask for our reasonable accommodation. Thank you.
I own this building and I've been invited to the joint meeting.
Right. If I have to, I'll ask our officers to.
And if they touch me, it's assault.
Is that your motion to amend the minutes to that effect?
It is.
I own this building and I've been invited to the joint meeting.
Right. If I have to, I'll ask our officers to.
And if they touch me, it's assault.
Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion of this motion?
I'm not in favor of that.
Charlie, don't worry. Can I have your name, please?
Morgan, let's see.
All right. And the motion's been seconded. Is there any discussion of this motion?
I own this building and I've been invited to the joint meeting.
Right. If I have to, I'll ask our officers to.
And if they touch me, it's assault.
If not, I'll call for a vote on it. All those in favor of approving the motion to amend the minutes as detailed by Craig Lucy, please say aye.
Aye.
I own this building and I've been invited to the joint meeting.
Right. If I have to, I'll ask our officers to.
And if they touch me, it's assault.
All those opposing the motion, please say nay.
Nay.
Okay. Motion fails.
I own this building and I've been invited to the joint meeting.
Right. If I have to, I'll ask our officers to.
And if they touch me, it's assault.
Let's go back to the motion as it was before, the original motion. All those in favor of approving the minutes of the annual meeting December 9, 2023, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Opposed.
Okay. Was there a second nay there? I think there was. All right, two. Two opposed. Vote duly recorded. Thank you. Who else has a question we can answer this morning? Al, is that you? Yeah.
Just as a point of information requiring no discussion, or what are the turnover levels that you have seen in the last couple of years?
Let me draw a distinction. I only deal with the corporation, and we've had relatively little. If you look at, we have roughly 40 employees. Some of that's seasonal with the landscaping during the summer months. So I think the concerns have been more focused at the club level. I defer to Armand on that. I want to say something when it's his prerogative to do so. There are a number of factors that do affect hiring here, our location, what we can pay, and a variety of factors. That's part of it. And those are the sorts of things, in part, that are being considered. What more can we do? That's a really important question. What more can we do? How can we make it more successful? We're really working hard. We've had some very candid responses from our senior managers that I think offer us concrete suggestions on what to do to improve it in a way that increases our retention and satisfaction of those that work here. Next question. Greg?
Thanks, Sean. So you made a comment that the club was the one who charged me with trespass. That's not what the charging document says, just to be clear. So we are asking for reasonable accommodation for 1753 Banbury again this year. We already went into your threatened assault last year. The Gibson Island Community Association is rumored to have published multiple documents attempting to restrict the use of property to less than all of the lot owners in the community, in an attempt to prevent those associated with the disabled from having access to public common areas, to cover up the Gibson Island Community Association and the Gibson Island Corporations illegally cutting and topping 425 trees in the critical area, which caused an initial remediation fine for Anne Arundel County of $480,000. These rumored documents by the Gibson Island Community Association, which we have not seen, they actually exist. They will expose the fraud. The Gibson Island Community Association is not legally compliant with the Community Association of Maryland laws, and will cause the 45 lots they hold, 78 was 43, and then 2 more in 2011, which are worth $90 million to revert ownership to the Gibson Island Corporation, cause each of us $900,000 in tax, $4,500 per lot. My next comment question is, Sean, why in the recent town hall meeting, when you stated, we will do whatever the law requires us to do, Craig, and we always do, when the list of violations from Anne Arundel County laws resulting in stop work orders or violations and permits is staggering and ongoing. Examples of these include the discovery by the county of the corporation having buried more than 1 million cubic feet of stumps, corporation losing its health department burn license, providing a fraudulent address, no water supply, burning oversized stumps, 425 trees. John Barry putting in 500.
You swore your card to me. You absolutely did.
Just 2.7.
I'm on a bicycle.
Stealing fraud.
And you're
counting $15,000. All of us are responsible for that. Trees improperly staked.
I'm sorry, is there a question?
Yeah. This is a question and comment, period. Sean, you said we could do at the end. And yes, I'm asking you why all these things are being done by the corporation.
Okay.
Trees improperly staked at the museum. Stop work orders for illegally grading dumpsters for the club. Dumpsters that have rats. I'm not done my 4 minutes yet. Thank you. Dumpsters.
Because I'm asking to put your dog in bail law?
Dumpsters that attract rats, foxes, coyotes to where the playground is. Illegally pouring concrete into riprap and into the bay. Illegally authorizing the causeway contractor to be on the wrong side, even though he stated in writing to the county he would not be on that side. Illegally building steps to the salty marks. And you've got a dock that you originally put 4 feet. If someone's neck was broken, over 2 feet.
Greg?
2.5 feet. I've still got my 4 minutes. Coercing a woman who is mentally disabled off the island.
Your time is up. Thank you.
It's 3 minutes, Sean.
I understand your question or comments.
Sean, I still have a minute. Okay? It's been timed.
Craig, not by my watch. Would you please yield the microphone? Craig, I understand the thrust of your comments and questions. It's why we've been in litigation for over 4 years. It is why I may be stepping down as president, but I'm remaining as chair of the litigation steering committee. I've been in since the beginning, and I'm going to see this through to the end on behalf of the shareholders. Your comments are duly noted. They'll be reflected in the minutes of the meeting. And as appropriate, we respond when necessary in court. We deal with you what you try and do to us, whether it's an attempt at stop work orders or anything else. We make every attempt to comply with the law. We will do whatever the law requires us to do, Craig, and we always do. Thank you. We make every attempt to comply with the law. We will do whatever the law requires us to do, Craig, and we always do. Thank you. We make every attempt to comply with the law.